largest populated country in Africa, and with that, it also pretends that there is a lot of market for whatever that is being brought into the country. Based on what the startup idea that I want to do, that I want to introduce, Nigeria actually has an internet penetration rate of 55.55%, which also means that the idea can actually also, because we have quite a lot of internet users. And the penetration rate in Nigeria is quite a little bit fair, which is around 65%. So, and because what we intend to the idea that we are bringing up is something about used items. And in Nigeria, we realize that according to 2023 National Bureau of Statistics, they said the amount of cars that were imported was actually huge as in 2023. In fact, the estimated profits and the estimated cost of shipping those cars alone was around 1.5 billion US dollars, which is actually a significant amount of money that was actually spent by Nigerians. So, so the problem statement of this particular startup that we are bringing up is because of one, Nigeria has a consumer preference presently, especially among the youth. And because the Nigerian population is actually a youthful population, quite a lot of them actually they have preference for quality things. But unfortunately, most of them don't really have the purchasing power to actually purchase what they actually desire to buy. This actually prepare the problem that we believe that this particular startup can actually help to solve. And of course, another challenge that Nigeria also has is limited supply chains. In Nigeria, it's quite it's a little bit terrible, but we believe that with our platform, we can actually correct some of those wrongs, and we can when we connect Korean producers with African buyers, especially in Nigeria. So the impact of this is that there is price inflation because people cannot longer afford some of these what they actually desire to buy. So, but we want to create an alternative whereby we can bring used items that of still same very high quality to them, which we believe that they're actually going to buy it. And consumers actually have limited choice in Nigeria now. They have limited choices. Everybody just looking for what is actually cheap. So, what we believe our platform can offer an affordable price and or offer a quality product to this particular user. So, addressing this disconnect, we want to create a platform where users can actually connect with original items in Korea, used items in Korea. So, and that will also aid foreign exchange. It's because foreign exchange is already going down in Nigeria. This can also be a win-win situation for both Nigeria and Korea. I want to dive straight away deeper into the problem statement. This particular graph shows, like I said earlier, the markets, what's it called? The passenger vehicle sales in Nigeria as at 2025. If you look at here, among the demography of the cars that are actually imported into Nigeria, passenger cars actually was the most sourced cars in Nigeria. And most of these, fortunately, most of these cars were actually Korean vehicles. On this other side of the chart, you can see that Hyundai actually has about 23.8% of those particular vehicles that actually entered Nigeria. Meaning that there should be an after sales market for auto vehicles that actually enter Nigeria. And what is after sales market? Because when the vehicle is being brought into the country, they are going to be, you need to buy parts. You need to buy parts to service the vehicle for you to continue enjoying the vehicle. So, summarily, our problem statement is we have limited access to high quality, affordable used Korean products in Nigeria. We want this platform to build a Korean-centric platform where users can actually be connected to Korean used products. And of course, there are a lot of, because of customer choice, because of price inflation, there is proliferation of fake items. And because, like I said earlier, when I was presenting introducing, young population in Nigeria prefer quality things. So where can they get it? Korea is an option, a very good option for them. So this is one of the crux of the problem statement. So our solution is a cross-border web and mobile application. What we are going to do is to have a one-stop platform where Korean users can actually be producers can actually be connected to what's it called to end users in Nigeria. And through this, we also want to have, because we are talking about authenticity and quality items, we know quite well that Korea actually produce quality things, but we need to let them know. How can they know that this is actually came from Korea? We are going to use this platform to sensitize them, and also use some technology to actually verify all these products that's actually coming into the country. So it's going to be an integrated cross-border platform. There's going to be a lot of handshake between so many agencies between Korea and Nigeria. So, and of course, there's going to be a secure gate, because one of the challenges of Nigeria is of getting products into Nigeria because of secure payment platform. But with this particular solution, is going to bring a secure payment platform where users can investors can actually recoup their investment whenever they need it. So this is the architecture of the solution. We are going to have the front. We are going to the architecture layer is going to be in 4 places. Where we are going to have the front layer, and this front layer is generally when the users actually log on the internet to actually or download the app on your phone. They can access these products, and they just like the normal conventional e-commerce platform. They can also have access to what's called access to whatever they want to buy, but Korean-centric products. So, and we have the what's called. We are going to use. I don't want to dive deeply into this, because we are going to use a lot of tools like AWS. We are going to use AWS. We are going to use web app to be able to have a robust platform that people can actually make use of. So, but the most important thing is, how does investors really make their money? And this is why we just dive straight into the revenue stream. How we can actually get what's it called? The investors can actually get their money back. First of all, we tend to have transaction fee for anybody that logs on to the website. Yeah, we are going to provide. We will encourage them to join the membership platform. When they join the membership platform, it's called at a cost, just like what Coupang is doing right now. If you are going to get a Coupang card, and that can actually give you a reduced price of whatever you want to buy on it. And also, we are going to have part of our revenue stream is going to be based on commission. There is going to be commission on every product that is being sold. So we are going to investors can actually get their what's it called, so that they can actually get a return on everything that they actually invested on. And of course, we also encourage wholesale pricing, because one of the major things that we want to break into is the unconventional market that we have in Nigeria, which is the one that is not regulated. So how we can encourage them is because most of them are wholesalers. So we need to encourage them to join the platform. When they join the platform, they can easily source whatever instead of coming down to Korea to source them, they can source on that platform and they can get whatever they want and sell what's it called. So the operation workflow is going to be like this. I just try to conceptualize everything, just put limited line. I'm still going to have some information around it. Yeah, like I said, there's going to be a lot of handshake, because we are going to source for items. Like presently now, I have the opportunity of visiting some Korean manufacturing plants where they manufacture parts, engine components for Hyundai. So Hyundai is one of the leading cars that is currently being imported into Nigeria now. So we have we can have collaboration with those kind of organizations. Definitely we can get those products at a very competitive price. Anyway, so there's going to, like I also said, there's going to be handshake, there's going to be international logistics coordination, but this is why we have set up teams that are going to handle this different aspects of this particular solution. So I will want to go into the next slide so that I can explain better. However, we are going to build a value across this platform. The value we are going to build generally is going to be centered on three major points. First of all, the platform is going to create value for both end users and producers, for both in Nigeria and what was it called in Korea. And of course, because there is going to be import and export export within the two countries, definitely the two countries are actually going to make money across the line. And that's also what's it called? We're also adding value to Korean what's it called products. So quality, because our center focus is quality, to be able to get quality. So whatever quality that's being brought into Nigeria, we also create like when what's it called is we are sure that whatever quality is going to come into the country is right, is good. That would create like what's called a word of mouth. What's called for anybody that's going to be that might likely want to buy anything from that particular platform. So with that, it can generate what's called a flywheel effect for this particular platform. So we are going to create value along that particular chain. The market analysis, of course, Nigerian e-commerce is actually booming. As of 2024, according to Statista, Nigerian e-commerce attracted $14 billion. So, and I believe if Korean, if this platform startup can actually scale through, of course, we are going to actually plug into this this value that is being generated in 2025. So, however, okay, I don't know. I'm just trying to, okay, these are the major parts that is actually being requested in Nigeria by what's called auto parts sellers, dealers, service parts, wear parts, which I already said we are already making contact with some of Korean producers here in Korea. If everything works out well, of course, we are going to actually have a good business between the buyers in Nigeria and the sellers from Korea. So our strategy in getting into this into the market, first of all, we are going to use influencers. We are going to partner with some influencers. We have some people, especially young generations, that are always on the internet. We need to use influencers. Influencers that will partner with, not at a very huge cost, because we are just starting at a very minimal cost, that we can help to actually launch our products and make, because one thing is, because all those people actually have their fan base. Once we can use them, we can also have a niche into their fan base. Then also, we want to make use of trusted-based marketing. Of course, Korean brand are trusted what's called quality, and we need to, how we can push for this quality is also to guarantee people that whatever they are getting is actually going to be of quality. So I don't want to dive that deep. So our target market for now are two major cities in Nigeria: Lagos and Kano. This is because Lagos has huge population, and it has a very, very huge population, and there is a lot of what's called all these use items that is actually being sold in Lagos. So we can actually plug in both Lagos and in Kano for us to be able to have people to connect to our platform. So we also have at the end of the day, we also have a growth and expansion strategy. One of the strategies, first of all, to build brand awareness. Already, Hyundai and Kia already have their awareness, but we still need to do more for them to, because in Nigeria, Toyota actually the automobile company that's actually taking the lead. But how can Korean products take the lead? But through brand awareness, and also we intend also probably to also make use of, like what I forgot to mention in the other slide, so also make use of some Korean influencers that can also help to propagate the launch of this particular startup. So the differentiation, what is the difference? Because in Nigeria we have a platform that are actually operating in Nigeria, that they have e-commerce platform that are already operating. But we are calling with differentiation. First of all, one, we are going to be integrating some what's called quality check, quality keyword on every product that is going to be sold, so that any product that is being sold on that particular fabric has a quality assurance on each product that's going to be sold. And of course, our product is Korea sensitive, which is quite different. No other platform is actually Korea centric in Nigeria. So that alone could also attract a lot of what's called customer to our platform. So, and we also intend to also introduce the Korean K-drama, K-pop artists into this particular platform because a lot of Nigerian users, they watch Korean films, they watch Korean, they listen to Korean music. So we want to also use this particular set of influencers to also help us to propagate that, and that will also create a differentiation between those two platforms, those other platforms that are existing and our own platform. So on the development stage, the third way, because we are already in the third quarter of 2025, we intend to actually start because this project is still on ideation and research. So by third quarter of 2025, we intend to actually start our prototype and app user interface. So we'll build it, then we'll prototype it, we'll test it, then we'll launch a pilot test by the fourth quarter of next year. What we are targeting is actually October this year that we are going to actually launch our prototype. So when we do that, we also need to integrate our logistic network. And at that time, before this stage, we are already meeting. We need to have a meeting with some logistic partners, third-party logistic companies that can actually help to improve, to make our project a success. So then we are going to go into full-scale launch by the second quarter of 2026. And after that, we intend by the third quarter to also integrate, because we want to rapidly expand. We are going to replicate this idea in Congo, in Ghana, in Uganda, in other African countries that we believe can also plug into this product. So our team and responsibility, myself, I'm actually the CEO. With the initiator of the idea, I also have a very vibrant and very technology savvy partner who is going to be our CTO, which is Yasabe. He's also a program analyst and I'm also a program analyst. So, finance and admin, because we have a model within us that's actually going to help our manage our finances. Then, because logistics is actually a very key component of this particular project, we intend to use somebody that could be a very good foot soldier to be able to network our products, and in the person of Ekwewa Isaiah, who happens to be a PhD student in Chudinma University and studying electrical. Then this other side is actually my wife. She is also a very, very good marketer. She can help in marketing some of our products in Nigeria. So this is a team and responsibility. So summary, our platform is to actually connect, like I said, Korean consumers, especially mechanics, what's it called?